G'day team, Coach Ray here. I'm a triathlon and marathon running coach who specialises in coaching beginner and recreational athletes to achieve their sporting as well as their health and fitness goals. Now what I'm going to take you through in this short video is the Dog Stream Waterfall and Spur Trail circuit. Now the car park's about up that road, about another 600-700 metres, but we're going to park here and run that first section. The reason why is because we're going to come out this trail here and straight into the car and then get going. Righty, let's get into this, start my Garmin, and I'll see you up the road a little bit further. Righty, here I am in the car park. Proper trail over there, Spur Trail leads back to where I parked. If I come up here further, the track's closed at the moment, but there's another aspect, another Spur Trail, and that also leads back to the car park. The sign here says 2.5 hours to the waterfall. From memory, it's about an hour and a half complete loop if I'm running. So let's get into it, and I might jump back in a couple of times before the waterfall and show you what the trail's like. But we're off the road now. We've covered 600 metres and had a total ascent of 50 metres. So that's the reason why I parked where I did, so I didn't need to finish with an uphill. Short wee stream crossing there, and then we're straight into climb up the rocky path. Watch your footing as you go. So there's the main track just back there. I've taken a wee detour. This little wee rocky outcrop here has cell phone coverage, so if you need it. How far up are we? 2.2 k's into the run from where I parked the car. There's a little wee turn on the right that takes you out on this rocky outcrop with cell phone coverage. Great view down the valley. You can hear the waterfall. A little bit of snow on the top up there as you head up Mount Isabel. Unfortunately we can't see the summit of Mount Isabel from here, but it's a pretty good place to be. Alrighty, I'm back into it. I want to get up to that waterfall. It's taken me 23 minutes to get here so far, so it's tough going. What goes up must come down. And unfortunately, despite this track going down, we've still got plenty more climbing to do. You can see how technical it is, but there's these great little bridges and woodwork where needed to get through quickly, efficiently and safely. Sign on that bridge says 20 minutes to the waterfall. Currently at 26-minute mark of my run. So we'll see how quickly we can get there. It's about to tick over the 27-minute mark. These stairs are a godsend, but I feel like I need a walking break right now. But we'll be back into it. So this is the track junction. That's the way to the waterfall. When we come back, we're going to be going up there onto the Spur Trail where it says an hour and a half to the end. Here's another one of those river crossings I told you about. Just watch your footing, and then it was the steepest, ugliest part of the track actually, but the waterfall is definitely worth getting up to. Call these the stairs of death because they just keep going, and when we get to the top there might as well be more stairs. That's way up to the top of Mount Isabel. I'm just going to be careful with my footing here. And this is the path that leads up and over. And there's the first sight of the waterfall. Oh yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Check that out. That's worth coming up here to see. It's taken me 34-minute mark now. It's nearly the 27 mark. It takes 7 minutes from where the sign said 20 minutes to get here. Yeah. Fresh water, can't beat it. Yeah! This section used to be such a bugger before they put these steps in, so I am actually really grateful that they're here. Although short-lived, it's still a great wee section. It's a little bit easier on the quads without too much of the big drops. But when you do get to the stream crossings, just be careful with your footing. It always seems to be roughest just after the steps. Just take it slowly. Plenty of roots to trip you up if you're not paying attention, or if you're simply fatigued and not alert enough. As with all these trail runs, take extra care and run within your own limits and your abilities at that point in time. So if you're tired, fatigued, just be a little bit careful, eh? Safety first. Alrighty, we're back to the stream crossing. Straight across, and then we turn and go up, up, and further up. Alrighty, so we're moving up through some native forest. There's a bit of windfall, but the track's clear enough to keep running. Get great views out over there, every now and then between the trees. I've been up here in the snow, and this is just magical through here. Check that out behind me. What an awesome day, what an awesome place to be. Love it when it opens out like that. We're getting up into the subalpine region now. Oh, just love it. Once you've gone up, do drop down a little bit, and we go around there, go down onto a saddle, and then sort of climb up and around the next peak just a little bit. I forget the name of it. Oh, actually, it doesn't have a name, but it's just a spot height on the map. Well, I'm now 4k's in, and I've just ran my fastest kilometre so far, and that was 9 minutes and 58 seconds. So, as you can tell, it's not the fastest route. Got a branch down there to jump over, but all good. Hopefully I've got enough daylight to get back. It is August after all, and I did start this run at 5 o'clock. Just on the off chance though that I did run out of daylight, do have a headlamp in my bag. See what I mean about windfall? That branch down there. So, but it's not usually this bad. Keeping our eye out for this intersection. You see the arrow there pointing down that way, but it looks like the track carries on, and that one looks like it's a minor one. I think I've done both of them before. Definitely went this way last time. They all end up in the same place eventually. It's getting a bit dark, but it looks worse on the video than it is in reality. So descending down through pine and manuka and carnuka, a little bit, some plenty of pine needles. Almost lost it. Plenty of pine needles on the ground. So watch your traction. But then again, I tripped over a root just then. Righty, track comes out onto another track. Obviously we're turning and heading back to the car park, and the other track heads on up the hill the other way. Some forestry work going on there, going by the sounds of a chainsaw. You can see that ridge line just up there, the other track, that's the way that comes down. So this is a lot better running through here, a lot more scenic. Having said that, up there is a lot more open, easier going. I'm also aware of at least one person who reckons they've seen the Canterbury panther when they came out on that trail up there. So if you've heard or seen the Canterbury panther in the Hanmer district, be interested in hearing, so leave a comment down below. Just before we go down the last few hundred metres, that's the way the other track comes out. I've just come out there, but only a few hundred metres to go back to the car, and it'll be about an hour 10 actually. At the start of the run, from memory, I was going with an hour and a half, but it's just over half an hour up to the waterfall for me. And then after the waterfall, going around the Spur track, it's added on 40 minutes of running, which is really good, nice, enjoyable, without pushing the pace too much. And here we are, back at the car. There's the car there. There's the road up to the waterfall car park that we started off on. Road back to Hanmer, and then the trail we just come out. Checking the details on my Garmin, 6.29 kilometers, an hour 9:48 for me. Good run. If you enjoyed this wee video, I've got more coming in the coming weeks for you. Click the like button down below, share it, also write a comment, especially if you've done it before. In the article on my website, www.coachray.nz, just go to the search bar and put Hanmer, lots of stuff will come up. But if you put Spur Track or Dog Stream Waterfall, this one will come up, and you can see all the details, and it'll link through to my Strava. So feel free to add a link through to your Strava if you've ran this or something similar, and you enjoyed it. Share it on Facebook and other social media. Appreciate that, thanks, and we'll see you for the next run.